Yes, yes. But seriously, Tamir Rice, Tamir Rice, Tamir Rice. It's been on the news now. I just have to say something about it because right now we're in problem solving mode. Everything has already happened. The boy died. The police was not indicted under the grand jury. It's like the case is closed. It's closed. What can be done to to prevent these kids from getting killed? Black boys in particular. It's just it's just crazy. When it comes to black folks, it's like we want to protest, we want to boycott, we want to march, we want to make noise, we want our voices to be heard. My criticism or my questioning is what is the most effective, what is the most efficient, what is the fastest way that we can help prevent these things from happening again within our communities. And it's not blaming the police. It's not asking for reform of the police system or reform of the justice system. It's not. It's not even voting. You know, these are all things that we must do, of course. But voting is not necessarily fast. It's not necessarily. Is I don't. I don't know what you can do to get black folks to really take voting and choosing people into office seriously. We've had the right to vote for a while now, and I believe that we have not used it effectively to help benefit our communities. So it's like it's not that because it has not been that. Marching, it has not been that. Back, if you look at the 1960s and things like that with the marches that have been led by powerful men, and then we fast forward to today and we're still marching and it's just not. It's just not. Protesting, boycotting. We love to buy things. How are we going to boycott Walmart? We love to buy things. So it's like, I think, you know, if I had a kid, I would just sit them down and just talk to them and tell them the realities of life from as early as I believe that they can take it. When I was younger, I accidentally called 911. I don't know how I did it. I just accidentally called them on the phone and I talked to somebody for like a few seconds. I was like, "Ooh, no, this is not right." And then I hung up. The police came to my house. It was a black police officer. It was a big, tall guy, or whatever. He came to our house. And that was actually a frightening experience because we were raised in, you know, kind of the hood and things like that. And so I can imagine thinking about it now that there were already precautions into coming into the type of neighborhood that we lived in and then dealing with the type of people that were in the neighborhood and then the cop not knowing exactly why he's coming to the house. That could have led to a bad situation. I answered the door, my dad answered the door, and I got a stern talking to and things like that, and everything was fine. Afterward, I learned my lesson. However, something could have happened. Something could have happened to where, you know, somebody could have gotten arrested or somebody could have gotten shot or whatever, you know. And it's scary that I think about it now. It's scary. It's scary. If my parents would have sat me down and been like, "Hey, look, this is the history of the police. This is the reason why they're in our neighborhood and in our system in the first place. This is, you know, what they do. This is what they're supposed to do. This is how they're supposed to be treated at this time and that time and that time." And as you get older, you know, things like that, you can teach your children or expose them to the laws of the state. Ohio's open carry. Ohio's an open carry state. And they approached this young man saying that they thought that he was older, whether he was an adult, whether he was an older teenager or whatever. It's like, so why? So why? It's just, oh my God, it just kills me. So why kill him like that in the first place? It's just nuts. You can, so it's like I teach my children the law with an asterisk on it, like, hey, yeah, but if you're black, you need to be extra careful. So that's what I think the solution is for parents to bite the bullet and be like, look, you are black and this is the society that we live in. Show them the good side of society. The good parts of America and the U.S. is beautiful. We have so many different opportunities out here to live and enjoy life. It's beautiful to live in this country if you know how to navigate through this country. If you know how to navigate through this country. My little brother, he's 17, and he was telling me, I think it was like a year or so ago, him and his friends were at a park where children play, and they were playing. They were being rowdy. They were like slap boxing. They were play fighting and stuff like that. This is what we do. I used to do that when I was a tomboy, when I was a little boy. We used to have fun. So they were slap boxing and just having a good time, and the police came. There was like a police officer that came and broke it up and told them to leave this park, leave. I understand because it may look violent, but those kids were playing, right? And that's just what kids do. They play, and especially black kids. We have certain things, certain games, certain things that we do that may not be, other races or even the police do not know that we do, all and get fun and things like that. We have to teach our children. It's like, we all live in this country together, but culturally we are different in this way, we are different in that way, and we are different in this way. And this is what you need to learn. This is the things that you need to know so that you can properly, successfully, and enjoyably navigate in this country. It just bothers me. It bothers me to know that he was at the park by himself. It bothers me to know that he was playing with the gun with nobody else to play with. So what are you doing? It bothers me to see him approaching the police car in the video like they were going to help him. The police rolled up, not on, like off on the sidewalk into the park on the grass or whatever, like in such a hostile, aggressive way. He did not know any better. He did not know any better. And I think that this is the most effective, the fastest way, the most loving way to help prevent like the stupid shit that happens, is to really sit down and talk to your kids with love, with understanding, and school them on the shit that they need to know. The school system teaches children how to be good workers. They don't necessarily teach them, finance. They don't teach them wealth building. They don't teach them, especially with black children, they don't teach them an in-depth history of why they're even here in the first place. And that's fine. I think it's the parents' responsibility to dive deeper into those kind of things. Education is just not within the school. It's at home. It's in the community, and so forth. So that's all I wanted to say. This video was way longer than what I wanted it to be, but that's what I think a more efficient way. That's a more efficient way for us as a black community to individually, but cohesively, help fix these problems. So thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye.